Matt and Josh still comics. Marvel news of the
Howdy.
week. Big week this week, buddy.
Woo! Lots happening. My God.
San Diego Comic Con starts Thursday night.
Oh
There
man,
will be
we're
a
gonna get so
Deadpool
much
panel,
stuff.
I heard.
Yeah, they're gonna come out and talk. I bet, and the whole
But it's a
rigmarole.
separate panel from Marvel Studios Hall each on Saturday.
Really?
Yeah, it's a separate panel. This one's just for Deadpool on Thursday.
Wow.
Also, yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine come out on Thursday. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds have been doing a ton of press for it. My
Yeah.
YouTube subscriptions are filled with interviews from those guys from like everywhere, like People
Yes.
Magazine to like Lad Bible to like Screen
Everybody,
Collider
bro.
to
It's
So
actually
first,
bonkers.
before we delve into that, I guess Disney got hacked.
Yep.
Disney hack now confirmed to have taken place. New details on compromised data and why the studio was targeted. There were rumblings over the weekend that Disney had been hacked, and now it's been confirmed by the Wall Street Journal. The site has viewed the files, revealing that they contain internal Slack discussions about ad campaigns, studio technology, and interview candidates. So probably not the Marvel Studios slate many of you were hoping for.
Right.
Um,
They said it was like 5 gigs worth of Slack.
Conversations?
Messages?
That doesn't seem like
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
lot of conversations, but if it's just a Slack, it doesn't seem like there's really
Yeah.
any concrete evidence besides,
The whole thing is that it could have contained, screenshots or anything of like, emails or any, it could have been anything, right?
yeah. An anonymous hacking group named Null Bulge is claiming to be responsible for the hack while they've alluded to obtaining details on unreleased projects. The journal has only seen conversations about maintaining Disney's corporate website. Juicy stuff. Software development, assessment of candidates for employment, programs for emerging leaders within ESPN, and photos of employees' dogs. Disney spokesman has finally broken the studio's silence on the matter, saying that Disney is investigating this matter. So far, it's been about a week, and we really haven't seen anything come out of it that was like, right? I haven't seen
Yeah, I would
anything.
agree. I would
So
agree.
it seems like a really big nothing burger. No smoking gun.
Yeah, nothing burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Moving on, Kevin Feige is also doing a lot of interviews leading up to Deadpool and Wolverine. Obviously, we know the slate is kind of changing a bit for the next Avengers movie, or movies. And he's talking about how they're looking for directors. Earlier this week, we learned that Marvel Studios is in talks with filmmaker Joe and Anthony Russo to helm both Avengers 5 and Avengers Secret Wars. While the duo is responsible for Captain America Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame, has previously said they wouldn't be free to work on the MCU project until the end of the decade. The duo's AGBO produced content has been a tad hit or miss. Cherry, starring Tom Holland, wasn't the Oscar frontrunner many expected. Blockbuster TV shows and movies like Citadel and The Gray Man received similarly tepid responses. Citadel was bad, but in a
watched that.
fun, like, spy show way.
Okay.
They clearly spent a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
I
didn't
wouldn't
watch
say
The
it
Gray
would.
Man.
I'd never thought it would win any awards for acting or script. But it was fun, dumb action. The Gray Man was Ryan Gosling, right?
I believe so.
feel like
yeah.
that was fine. And Netflix extraction movies were both, fine. Like they're
I saw
fun
the first
action
one, it was
movies,
okay.
but they're not, they're not amazing action movies.
Yeah.
As a result, a return to the Avengers franchise benefits them just as much as it does Marvel. So much talk of superhero fatigue, Kevin Feige can't risk the two-part conclusion of the multiverse saga being anything other than excellent. Fortunately, the Russos have proven time and time again that they know what they're doing with the franchise. Now, Puck reports that despite recent claims, many directors didn't want the job due to the high pressure. Feige turned down offers from CEA to hire Greg Berlanti and Noah Hawley and other unnamed candidates. Wow, he turned down
Okay.
Noah Hawley.
I mean, I can see it.
I mean, sure, Noah Hawley hasn't done anything that on that grand a scale, but the dude's got talent.
Very
Greg
much
Berlanti, he's CW Universe, right?
Yeah.
Berlanti, Fly Me to the Moon, oversaw the Arrowverse to great success. I mean, up to a certain point, like Arrow was good like 3-4 seasons, and then it's like, what is this?
What is happening?
As for Hawley, while he's found huge success on television, Fargo, Legion, no doubt the upcoming Alien Earth, he would be a huge risk Marvel Studios might have taken 10 years ago, but not now when there's so much at stake. Like, I understand them not wanting him to do Avengers, their big tentpoles, but like, give him some sort of X-Men movie. Like, he proved he could do it with Legion. And that kind of mutant verse. Like, I'm not saying give him like the first X-Men movie, but like, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be side character X-Men movies or mutant movies that he could do,
or even one-off specials or something,
like an X Factor or X Force or something horror related. I don't know.
Yeah.
Storm and Shadow King.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah. Are you excited about the Russos coming back to finish their Avengers 5 and 6?
I mean, yeah, excited. I don't know if I'm like over the moon.
I mean, were Endgame, Infinity War the best two things in the last 6-7 years of Marvel? Like, has it been a better movie than Infinity War?
Yeah, Infinity War was good.
Like, Endgame was great, but it didn't reach, like, it was a little bit low in Infinity War. But, like, what are the last 10 Marvel movies?
I mean, I'm trying to think of all the ones that...
Far From Home. No, wait.
Yeah.
No Way Home.
Yeah, No Way Home. I'd say No Way Home, Shang-Chi.
I don't know that Shang-Chi was as good as Infinity War.
I meant like up. Oh, okay, as good.
Yeah. Like maybe like No Way Home is probably the closest.
Okay, yeah, I would agree.
Like Wakanda Forever was good, but not amazing. Quantumania wasn't good. Doctor Strange 2 was good, but not amazing.
Right.
The Marvels was whatever. Like, I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't say it's on the same level as any of those
not
movies.
close
Eternals,
to that.
same thing. Like,
yep. I would say the closest you're gonna get is
not Thor: Love and Thunder.
No, but I would say Thor 3.
Yeah, well, that was that after?
Was pretty high up there. That was after.
Anyways, I understand why they're going back. They've worked with them
Yes.
before. They did,
Yes.
and like Civil War and Winter Soldier were still. I mean, their record speaks for itself in the Marvel universe. Of they have pretty much made the best movies.
Yeah.
In the whole thing, besides Favreau
Yes.
doing Iron Man 1, I guess.
Right.
Okay, moving on to animation, the Emmys were announced, and X-Men 97 was nominated for Best Animated Series, along with Blue Eye Samurai, which is also amazing.
I haven't finished it. I gotta.
Scavenger's Reign, which I heard is really good, but got canceled after season 1.
It's really good.
Like, let's give these guys an Emmy, but the studio's like, we'll cancel it. Bob's Burgers, which is always good. I don't know that it. I don't know
if it would deserve.
Yeah, like what is that? Season 16 now for Bob's Burgers.
It's high, dude.
And season 84 for The Simpsons. I feel like there could be two better nominations under that, but there's got to be some kind of manga that could have been taking the place of Bob Burgers and Simpsons.
Probably.
Like Demon Slayer, or I don't know. There's lots of.
I don't even want to attempt to say anything out loud. Like, I only know Demon Slayer, maybe 2 other ones. It's like Attack on Titan, and so it's like I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like X-Men '97 was good, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's better than Blue Eye Samurai.
Okay. I feel
Those
you. I
two
feel
are.
you.
I don't know. I can't say anything about Scavenger's Reign, but yeah, I don't know. Blue Eye Samurai is really good.
I want to try to also watch Scavenger's Reign, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, Kevin Feige is also confirming special presentation stuff.
Something big is launching on
New Paw Patrol movie.
Ooh, get excited.
Okay, so despite several voyages in the Marvel cosmos in the direction of the Nova Corps, the MCU still has yet to bring one of Marvel's biggest cosmic characters from the comics, Richard Rider, aka Nova. That's not to say there haven't been attempts to bring him into the universe, and there have been plenty of rumors in the past that he was on his way. Comic
Many
books
attempts.
Brandon Davis recently received some clarity on Nova's future. In an interview with Kevin Feige, he confirmed that not only is Nova a Nova project featuring Richard Rider in development, but it will be a TV series and will be happening in the next 3 to 4 years. Good news all around, really. So perhaps we are finally on our way to seeing Rider make his MCU debut. In the interview, Davis asked what was happening with Nova. Feige said it's happening, it's coming together. Richard Rider, yep. Then it was asked whether this would be a movie or show format. Feige said a show. As for when the project is slated to actually hit the small screen, there is still some time on that front. Feige said it's 3 or 4 years out. Yeah, so confirmation that we are getting Nova and it's Richard Rider. In an interview with Screen Collider, Feige also dropped a hint that there's a special presentation in the works, but we won't see it till 2026. But he didn't say it was Nova. He said it was something else. So what that could be...
I'm just happy we're getting another special presentation.
Yeah, so it was in the
Holy
context
hell.
of the interviewer who... He's a really good interviewer, actually. What is his name? Screen Collider...
Questions McAskey.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
This is not... Come on. Screen Collider.
Do you find Google has been sucking more?
Listen, last week...
Dude. So much suck.
Last week, the GPS was terrible for like 2 days. We were using it to drive around Oakville, Toronto, and it was...
Yeah.
Collider. Nope, it's not him.
Not Mike Thomas.
Where's there...
Michael Thomas. Of the Thomas.
Don't they have a list
sometimes
of
I
like...
miss-
Oh, Steve Weintraub. He's the guy.
Okay.
He's a pretty good interviewer. Anyways, he was talking to Kevin in the context of he loved Werewolf by Night and got the Guardians Holiday special, and when are we going to see something more like that? And Kevin said it's definitely in the works, but it won't be next year. It'll be the year after, 2026. So I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's not going to be... I don't think it'll be a Halloween thing again. It might... Maybe... I don't know. Would it be... They're doing an Easter one where someone gets put on a cross. I don't know that it'll be holiday themed.
Yeah, I don't think they would do another holiday.
That. I don't know.
I mean, maybe. So it's
Werewolf by
Halloween,
Night,
Christmas.
Halloween,
Now
Agatha
yeah.
is Halloween. Coming out Halloween. Guardians is Christmas. So...
What else is left?
I don't know. Let us know your thoughts on who the next special presentation is going to be, because it's not going to be Nova. He's getting a TV show.
Could be Valentine's Day. They might do something about love.
Viz? That's a show, though. That's
Yeah,
not,
it's a show. Yeah.
Okay, finally, Kevin Feige confirms Deadpool and Wolverine will usher in the mutant era. Multiverse Saga hasn't gone quite as planned, with quantity over quality approach to storytelling not working out as well as Disney executives hoped. Returning CEO Bob Iger has acknowledged that, taking the pressure off Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige, making sure he's no longer stretched thin and unable to properly supervise the MCU slate. Still, even with a course correction, many fans are eager to move on to the next saga. Well, why? Well, the prevailing theory is the next will be the Mutant Saga. New area of storytelling which revolves around a rebooted version of the X-Men. We were on hand this weekend for Deadpool Wolverine Global Press Conference and got to hear from Feige himself. Every MCU film is important. There's nothing better than a great movie for a cinematic universe. The before and after, I think a lot of people talk about the R rating, and is every Marvel movie going to be rated R after this? Of course not. Excuse me. But I hope every movie after this does embrace its tonality the way Deadpool and Wolverine and the way this team does. Also, after the afters, clearly now that we have characters from the X-Men world, the mutants we haven't had access to before. So this is the beginning of that, and every movie post-Deadpool and Wolverine will be the mutant era coming into the MCU. So engagement farming accounts on X have claimed that the Marvel Studios boss said Mutant Saga is up next. Though while you clearly read his remarks that way, he simply meant Deadpool is opening the door, showing them in the MCU. Yeah, I didn't expect, like, the last, like, Fantastic Four is not part of the mutant era, like, saga.
No.
So yeah, we know that's next, but that's going to be after Secret Wars. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really news or not.
I mean, do you think that it's... do you think it's maybe them, like, Marvel fast-tracking the mutant saga, so maybe they start trickling in?
So I guess we'll
Like,
know more
after
about that on Saturday. Like,
Yes,
I fully
maybe.
expect them to have an updated slate.
Yeah.
Like, maybe finally War Machine is off, or Armor Wars, like, totally gone.
Yeah, like, decide.
Maybe Blade moves into the next saga instead, given how much trouble they're having. Although Feige did say this week that they're still committed to doing Blade and making it rated R.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, what movies do you really have? Well, Shang-Chi, Marvel.
Yeah, they anticipate that we're gonna hear news about Shang-Chi too. And the wreckage of time. But we'll see. They think we're gonna get Thor 5 announcement with a title. Thunderbolts trailer.
Yeah, I expect a Thunderbolts trailer.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what do we actually have left? Let's see
Yeah.
right now. So Agatha, Daredevil, Ironheart. Wait, this is the wrong. I don't like this. Where's the real?
Daredevil will be beginning of next year, right? So it's Agatha, then Daredevil.
Okay, so Deadpool. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Brave New World is left. Thunderbolts is left. I don't see Blade happening till the next one. Fantastic Four. Status production halted. This isn't updated because they're already in production. This will probably get pushed. 2027. That's dead. Dead. It's dead, Jim. This may get pushed. Like, I think Mutants will happen before this comes out.
Really?
Yeah, like I think the Mutants.
I beg to differ. I think they're gonna announce Shang-Chi too.
For 2030, already in the Mutants, already after the X-Men movie has come out.
No, honestly, I feel like they've probably maybe even filmed some of it.
Well, also we don't know when Spider-Man 4 is coming. We know that they're working on a script, but there hasn't really been announced in a slate yet.
You know what? I would even say that they announced Spider-Man 4
On Saturday.
I could see that. Tom Holland comes out. He just goes like this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I expect the Thunderbolts cast to be there. I expect Fantastic
Yeah, I
Four
think we're
cast to
gonna
be
get-
there. Because that'll be the first time they really
Ooh.
talked about it.
Maybe. Everyone's gonna be available except for Pedro.
Oh, I think he's done filming season 2 of The Last of Us. Season 2.
Damn.
Last of Us Part 2.
He's done that and he finished Gladiator. That's crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah, Gladiator looks good.
They keep saying the early reviews are amazing.
Oh,
So
really?
we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's why it's got such a huge push now, because it did well in all the test markets. Like it
cost
blew
a
it
lot.
out of the water. Yeah. So we'll see if Ridley
Did it cost
pulls it
a lot?
off.
I'm sure it did. I think it cost like 300 million.
No, I think it was like 2.
Oh, was it?
I might be wrong though. Fuck no, I know.
You know, it did cost a lot. Oh, no. This says 2024 that it's already over budget. Budget 250 million.
Holy fuck.
You want to know what's worse than that? Did you watch that trailer for F1 with Brad Pitt?
No.
So the trailer looks good. It's a race, but it's a racing movie, right? But F1 is like huge right now.
Yeah.
Because the Drive to Survive. That budget is over 300 million. Yeah.
Oh my god.
F1 movie.
Dude, that is fucking bonkers.
Yeah. F1 said the budget was falling to 300 million because of the strikes. Like you really have to make 2.5 times to get your money back. I don't know that. I mean, sure, F1's popular, but what's the biggest grossing sports movie of all time? Rocky? I guess grossing.
Probably Rocky. It's definitely not Rudy.
I wouldn't call the Fast and Furious movies sports movies.
It's like a cop-out.
The Blind Side. The
Okay.
Blind Side with 300 million.
That checks out.
Is the top one.
Sandra Bullock was tight in that movie.
Tight talk.
I guess Jerry
Rocky
Maguire.
4, 300 million. Blades of Glory, the first Rocky. Remember the Titans.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it expects to make $800 million.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. But, you know, it's not a Kevin Costner situation, so Brad won't lose his house. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, not that this is Marvel related, but I watched Horizon.
Really?
Yeah.
And?
I like westerns. And the co-founder watched it with me too. So it is 3 hours, but it didn't feel like 3 hours. At least
Good.
we both didn't think it felt like 3 hours. There was some clunky editing, story-wise. There are some really good scenes, but most of the good scenes are with Costner in it. The opening actually is really good. And he kind of does both sides. He plays both sides well for indigenous versus white people.
That's good.
I am interested to see the next part if they ever release it. I did actually pay to download to get it on iTunes. It was $30, which I'm happy to pay again as long as I didn't have to go to the theater. Fuck. Yeah. So from the reports I saw, I don't know if that's true or not. I know that he's like put up his own money, but part 1 and my understanding is that part 1 and 2 where the budget is 100 million for all 4 parts. So part 1 made 27 million its first 2 weekends.
I mean, it's money back.
Well, I mean, yeah, like if part 2, 3, and 4 each make, I don't know, 30, 35 million box office plus digital, like, I don't think he's in the poorhouse. Also, I read that his net worth is about 400 million given how many properties he owns. And he also owns some sort of patent on a like oil separating from water deep sea thing that was used in the Deep Horizon oil disaster. So he makes money from licensing that too. Like, I'm sure he's fine.
What the fuck? Okay, sure.
So I am looking forward to the next one. I hope he gets to finish it. I know he was filming 3 when 1 came out.
Okay.
It definitely would have been better served as a television series, given the weird, clunky editing that I felt like they edited out more exposition to get all of it in around 3 hours, where they really should have. There's so many characters, they really should have had, maybe 6 parts each season instead of 3 hours. You have 6 hours. One major criticism, is that Michael Rooker, who I love as an actor, plays a Union soldier with a very bad Irish accent. Like, he attempts so many times to get the Irish accent right, because whatever, he's an immigrant from Ireland is his story, but like it's distractingly bad, and sometimes you can't understand what he's saying because the accent is so bad. And Michael Rooker has such a good voice anyways. Like, he's got a distinctive voice and way he talks.
100%.
Like,
yeah.
Just let him do his own voice. He doesn't need an Irish accent. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyways. I enjoyed it. Way better to watch at home than theaters.
Yeah.
I know they pulled part 2 because they want to give people time to watch it and get hyped for it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm hyped for it, but I'm not hyped for it, but I do want to watch part 2.
Right. Of course.
Anyways, totally off topic. So we're both seeing Marvel's Wolverine Deadpool on Thursday. You're seeing it before I am. And then you're off to the great state of Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
The next day. So we may try and get in a quick spoiler review. I don't know that you can talk about that movie without spoiling it.
I think you could do a non-spoily for like 2 minutes and then a full spoily for 10 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
Appeal to both crowds.
So we'll see if we can get that in. I don't know. We'll see where it's at. We're in Thursday. Okay, thanks for watching. That was Marvel News of the Week. You sell comics.
Thanks.